Welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station. Here are the news today. Mobilizing the government, according to the Ho Chi Minh's ideology, is that the government is mobilizing the people. In the current period, this must be attached to the obligation of each civil servant in performing the task. This is an affirmation of experts, scientists, and managers at the scientific seminar with the topic Ho Chi Minh's thought on the mobilization of the government, organized by the Ministry of Home Affairs in Hanoi. Analyzing Ho Chi Minh's Dân vận in the Sự Thật newspaper in 1949, the delegates agreed that the mobilization plays an important role and the most important task is mobilizing the government. The success of the Vietnamese Revolution was due to a clever exercise of the Communist Party and the government. In particular, the core of the process was a spirit of respect for the people, close to the people, building a state for the people, by the people, and for the people. Today, this ideology has been applied and developed by the Communist Party into the motto, people know, people discuss, people do, and people monitor. Therefore, the application of President Ho Chi Minh's ideology on mobilizing the government in the current period is the building of the work ethics of the cadres. Not only cadres receiving people, but also the people who working in advising and developing policies must be close to the people, understand the people, take the people as a root, and be responsible to the people. However, in fact, in the past time, the mobilization of the government in some places is still inadequate. Some officials and party members are not fully responsible. In order to improve the efficiency of this work, the delegates said that it is necessary to step up administrative reform, build a streamlined and effective apparatus for a government of integrity, creation, and action to serve the people. In Hanoi, the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union Central Committee has organized an online association to deploy political theory lessons for youth union members. There are 63 places to listen to 4 topics: Marxism, Leninism, Ho Chi Minh ideology, and the way to socialism in Vietnam, Vietnam Communist Party, the organizer, leader of all victories of the Vietnam Revolution, the current political system in Vietnam, and Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union. The Strand of Youth Union has launched and put into operation the portal of political theory learning for union members. The goal of 2020 are 100% of cadres and union members will complete their study, thereby contributing and repelling the manifestation of the disease of lazy studying politics, strengthening the revolutionary spirit and the sense of political acumen of union members, avoid the situation of pale party, dry union away from politics. Up to now, the credit growth of the banking industry has reached 2.13% compared to the beginning of 2020. Thus, in nearly 6 months of 2020, the credit growth was 5.7%, which half compared to the same period in 2019 due to the effects of COVID-19. The State Bank Credit Department stated that, although the credit growth of nearly 6 months reached 2.13%, the lowest level in many years, the growth rate was still considered appropriate in the current context. However, under the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic, the ability to absorb capital of enterprises was not high, resulting in low credit growth. The Foreign Affairs Committee of the National Assembly of China on June 20 strongly condemned and firmly opposed the European Parliament's resolution on the National Security Bill for Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Chinese National Assembly Foreign Affairs spokesman Vũ Văn Thạch said the EP's move was a clear intervention in China's Hong Kong issue. According to the spokesman, part of the China's internal affairs in accordance with the Constitution and the basic law of Hong Kong. is to take necessary measures to establish and improve the judicial system as well as an enforcement mechanism for Hong Kong to protect national security. On June 19, the EP voted to pass a resolution requiring the EU to bring China to the International Court of Justice if Beijing imposes new national security laws. Earlier on June 19, China announced details of national security laws for Hong Kong. According to Xinhua News Agency, China will set up a national security agency in Hong Kong to monitor, coordinate, and support local governments to protect national security, collect and analyze national security intelligence. Meanwhile, Hong Kong government will set up a National Security Protection Committee. On June 21, North Korea said it had no intention of canceling the plan to spread leaflets across the border against South Korea and called the Inter-Korean Agreement to ban the activity a dead text. North Korea's Central News Agency quoted a spokesman for North Korea's Unified Front Ministry that we are fully aware of that distributing leaflets is a breach of an agreement between two regions, but there is no intention of revising or changing this plan at a time being when the relationship between the two regions is broken. The South Korean government does not have to talk about the agreement that had become a dead document. Yesterday, North Korea state media said that Pyongyang was printing anti-Seoul propaganda materials in large numbers and preparing to spread them across the border. South Korea's Unification Ministry expressed regret and urged Pyongyang to withdraw the plan immediately, calling it a breach of the Inter-Korean Summit. That is the end of the news today. Thank you for tuning in.